Happening today, the man who allegedly set a woman on fire aboard a Chicago train, a suspect with 49 prior arrests, is due back in court to face a federal terrorism charge.
Look at that, 10 pictures, all the same guy. Chanley Painter joins us now with the latest. Chanley?
Hey, guys, so we are expecting a judge to decide whether 50-year-old Lawrence Reed will stay behind bars this time, pending trial on federal terrorism charges for allegedly pouring gasoline on a 26-year-old woman and setting her on fire Monday while riding a city train in Chicago. Prosecutors say Reed had multiple prior cases over the last 3 decades with more than 49 arrests, including 10 felony cases. Here's a look at just the Chicago Police Department records since 2017, where he was arrested at least 13 times for crimes ranging from battery and assault to aggravated arson. In fact, at the time of this incident, prosecutors say Reed was already on pretrial release for an aggravated battery case for violently hitting a social worker. Prosecutors asked the judge to keep Reed in custody until trial, but the judge placed him on electronic monitoring. So that didn't stop him from picking up these new federal terrorism charges for allegedly setting a woman on fire Monday. Something Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson calls an isolated incident.
This is an isolated incident. I mean, I don't see this as some sort of trend. And again, you know, the level of accountability that has to happen in this moment, you know, I trust that the federal level will do its part.
And for the first time since Monday's attack, the family of the 26-year-old victim is speaking out, saying, quote, "We would like to thank everyone for their prayers and well wishes as our daughter receives care for injuries sustained earlier this week. We are also grateful for the excellent care and support of the burn team at Stroger Hospital." And those in the courtroom during Reed's first appearance in federal court Wednesday say he was disruptive, making multiple outbursts and admissions, including yelling over the judge that he wanted to represent himself and claiming that he was a Chinese citizen. Guys.
Chanley, thank you.
Obviously deranged. This criminal record is unbelievable that somebody like this would be let out, but it can't be surprised. We've seen stuff like this. Maybe this is not egregious, but we've seen this before where judges don't seem to understand that you're not helping anybody. They're a danger to society. Look at this role of the type of arrests in the past. And for that, he gets very little jail time and gets an ankle bracelet and told not to go back to a psychiatric hospital. That's his punishment.
49 prior arrests. This is what the U.S. District Attorney from the Northern District of Illinois said. She was minding her own business. She was reading her phone on the train, that a lot of people do. Reed approached her from the back of the train, doused her head and her body with gasoline, and attempted to ignite the liquid. She ran to the back of the train. He ignited the rest of the liquid and then used that to light her on fire. She was engulfed in flames, and she tried to put it out by rolling on the ground, desperately trying to put it out. No one came to her aid. When the train stopped, she somehow managed, while she was on fire, to get out onto the platform, and 2 good Samaritans came to put out the fire.
So if you look at his background, if we can go to the wall right here, it tells a story, an escalation. He starts with DUI, an unlawful solicitation, and then he escalates to criminal trespass, and then there's battery, and then he's arrested for criminal. He turns violent, criminal damages then. Then he goes to battery, and then he goes to aggravated arson, and then he goes to aggravated assault, battery again, and then criminal damage to property, and then now he's arrested for aggravated battery and attempted murder as well. So I'm all for programs, and I'm all for reforming people. But this guy has clearly showed over the past decade that he doesn't want to be reformed. And you got to take it that way. I was mentoring this kid in juvenile court. I'm not going to say his name, but he kept stealing. Smart kid. I would go to the classes, try to get him into the programs, do the mentorship, but he kept escalating. And the judge finally said, either we're going to put him behind bars or we're not going to deal with this anymore. I get a call after I'm no longer working with this guy, probably about 10 years ago. He tried to break into someone's home, and the guy shot him. Now the kid is dead. But because we tried all these little programs and didn't just keep him locked up so he can even have a chance at life, it escalated to death. That is what happens when you believe in this myth of criminal justice reform that can work for everyone.
Or it's just trying to be woke. Judge Teresa Molina Gonzalez, I imagine, has a lot of trouble sleeping last night, or when this crime took place a couple of days ago. She's the one who said, "Okay, you can go out from 9 to 2." And then just make sure you don't go to the psychiatric hospital. That's the judge. That is your judgment. I mean, you should turn in your robe.
Corey Brooks, who's a pastor in that area, y'all know he's the one that raises money and goes up to the top of the building, right? Isn't that the roof? Criminals are set free, he says. The legislative and the government, they help the criminals more than the victims. Listen to this.
So this is the type of leadership that we have in Chicago. We have children who are being held unaccountable, and we also have criminals who are being set free. Criminals who are being allowed to wreak havoc on the streets of Chicago. That's one of the reasons why we have so much violence. You have these policies that are being put in place by our legislature and by our government that sometimes help the criminals more so than help the victims. And if we continue to go down this cycle with the leadership that we have in place, we're going to continue to see our community go in a downward spiral. We're going to continue to be the laughing stock of America. We're going to be it may look like we're one of the best cities or voted one of the best cities externally, but internally we all know the serious issues that we have inside of Chicago, and it all falls and rises on leadership.
You know, every time we do segments like this, we get these headlines from other mainstream media saying, Fox and Friends saying arrest people, do this and do that. You don't have any compassion. That's not what we're saying. We're saying if the program works, then give people a second chance. But when people are at risk of society and they show repeat offenses, you got to protect the country at large. And I think
innocent people first.
Right. And I think most average day people at home, moms and daughters that have to walk in the middle of the street or take the bus home, feel the same way. When are you going to prioritize our lives over the repeat offender?
Her life will never be the same.
No,
she's in a burn unit.
that's if
You know
she
how
makes it.
painful that is. Exactly. They have to scrub off your skin. They have to help rehabilitate you. It takes years and years and years. You don't look the same, and you're in a lot of pain for many, many years. This guy had 49 prior arrests. He should have been behind bars.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.